Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Amazon Lex to create and build conversational bots that understand your requests and ask for more input if needed. If all of the required inputs have been given, the bot will ask for confirmation before triggering the action. From console home, I will search the word Lex and then select Amazon Lex. Here I will create a new bot, so I select Create Bot. I select Create a blank bot and give a name. I put a brief description, and then for the IAM permission, I select Create a role with basic Amazon Lex permission. I select No for use of your bot subject to COPPA. Idle session timeout as 5 minutes, and then I go Next. I'll select the language English and select a voice interaction, and then click on Done. Next, it automatically started a new intent. An intent represents an action that fulfills user request. So I will create an intent, order pizza. I will put a brief description of this intent. Then I scroll down, and then I will create some sample utterances. An utterance is a phrase that the bot expects from a user to type in and will try to understand its intent. I can add them quickly in the plain text. A user can start ordering pizza in different ways. User can say, can I place an order? I would like to order pizza. Can I order a pizza? I want to order a pizza, and so on. So I created several utterances that indicates that the user wants to order some pizza. So these are utterances that are separated from each other. Next, I scroll down. I will have to create a number of slots, and a slot is like a variable that the bot will try to understand its value from user inputs. The bot will ask different questions or prompts to the user, and from the user response, the bot will try to understand different values. Before I create any slot, I will create some slot category. So for now, I will save the intent. I go back to intent list, and then from the left side menu, there is a slot types menu item. I select that slot type. Here, I will add a couple of slot types. So I go to add slot type and then add blank slot type. If the user might want a pickup or a delivery, so I will create a slot type that is delivery method, then add. Then I will add possible values for delivery methods. For example, pickup, add value, and then another option is delivery, add value. So I save this slot type. Next, I go back to slot types once again and then add another slot type. I will name it as food name, and there can be different types of food. So I will add some value, for example, pizza, and then let's say fries, chicken wings, and so on. So I save slot type. I go back to slot type and then add another slot type. So this is going to be different toppings on the pizza, and name is as topping. Topping values are pepperoni, and then chicken, cheese, and so on. So I save this slot type. Go back to slot type again. There can be different pizza sizes, so I will add another slot type for size. And different possible values are small, medium, large. Save. Now go back to slot types. User can order different number of pizzas, so I'll add another slot type, and that would be order quantity. And different values are 1, 2, and so on. So I have added order quantity, size, topping, food name, delivery method, all these slot types. Now I will go back and then go to the intents. Order pizza 1, 2, 3, 4 was the intent. Now I select that intent. Next, I'm going to add a number of slots. So I will click on add slot. So each slot is like a variable to the bot. So the first slot name I want to use is delivery method. And then select the slot type as delivery method that I created before. The answer to this delivery method slot will be given by the user, but to get that answer, the bot will ask a question such as delivery or pickup. In response, the user will give answer, either delivery or pickup. So I click on add. After creating the delivery method slot, I will expand it and then go to the advanced options. I will keep required for this intent checked, and then I will scroll down. I can add other messages as prompt by expanding bot elicit information and then select variations and then type in other prompts in these two boxes. I will not add any more prompts for this slot. The user might respond to that prompt in different ways, so I will add a number of, I can add user phrases by which a user might want to respond. I will add them in plain text, so I go to the plain text. Here I can use any slot name that I already have defined. I'm going to use this slot name itself, but it goes in a curly bracket. So delivery method, that is the name of this slot, closes the curly bracket, and then please. So user can respond pickup please or delivery please, or even just the word delivery. So I will update this slot. I'm going to add another slot. So I go to add slot, and then I will name this as food name, and the slot type is food name. For the prompt, the bot will ask, what would you like to order? And then click on add. I will expand this food name slot and then go to advanced options. I will keep required for this intent as checked and scroll down. I will add another message for this bot elicits information. So expand variations, and then I will use what kind of food would you like to order. Then I close variations, and then the user can respond with different utterances. So I will add some utterances. Can I order? I'm going to add a few phrases. Can I order food name, the variable itself, or I would like to order some food name. Okay, and then update slot. Next, I'm going to add another slot, and that would be the size of the pizza. So the slot name is size and its type is size, and the prompt question would be something like what size. Here I can use also slot name as a variable, so in curly bracket. Since food name was captured before asking this question, so I can use that variable here. So the bot will ask what size pizza would you like if the user answered pizza for food name before. So what size food name would you like? And then add. We'll expand the size and then advanced options. I will keep required for this intent. I can make the bot ask in another way. So I go to variations and then what size food name would you like to order? Those variations, and some utterances can be I would like size such as medium small, so I can put in variable or slot, and another could be size, place, and so on. Remember, you must have a space before and after the slot name in curly bracket, otherwise it will create an error. Okay, so update slot. Next, I can add toppings, so add slot, and then topping. Let's say what topping do you like with your pizza? And if I want to put a question mark, I must put a space after the slot name in curly bracket and then click on add. So I will expand topping slot and then go to advanced options. Here I'm not going to add any other prompt, but I will add some sample utterances. For example, I will say topping please, so user can say pepperoni please or cheese please. Another user can say I would like some topping name. Okay, so update slot. Next, I will add one more slot. Go to add slot, and then slot name would be order quantity. The slot type, I can choose order quantity from my defined quantity, where I define two values, 1 or 2. However, Amazon has a number of built-in types, and one of them is number, Amazon number, that will allow any number. So the question would be something like how many food name, how many pizza would you like? Okay, and then add. I will expand this ordered quantity slot and then go to advanced options. I will add few other prompts. So I go to bot elicit information and then variations. So I can say how many food name would you like to order? Another can be how many, let's say I already defined size, so I can use size as a variable. If the user gave medium as a size, then the bot will ask how many medium, and then food name. If the user say pizza, then the bot will ask how many medium pizza would you like to order. Okay, and then in the utterances I will add I would like to order quantity is, or I can say order quantity is. Okay, and then update slot. Slots have been added. Now I will save intent. If I scroll up, I can see there are other options such as initial response. When the bot understands the user intent, initially it can respond with a message. So I will add a message here such as sure, I can help with that. Okay, and then I can scroll down, and for confirmation you can add a message. So I'll expand prompt and then type in a message such as are you sure to order, let's say order quantity. So if the user gave 2 pizza, then the bot will say are you sure to order 2, and then let's say size, which will also use the user input as a size such as 2 medium, and then I can also add topping and food name question mark. If the user says no, then the bot can respond, okay, your order will not be placed. Okay, and then I can add order fulfillment messages to expand. Then I can say your order has been placed. It will be ready in 20 minutes. In case of failure to fulfill the order, it can respond with something like sorry, we cannot proceed with the order this time. Alright, and then for closing message I can add something like thank you for considering us for your food name. Okay, then I will save the intent. Now I will scroll up, and then from the sample utterances I will select some of the values that can be used as slots. For example, I would like to order pizza. Instead of pizza, user can say something else. So all the slots that I have created are available here. Instead of pizza, which is the name of food, I will use food name. And then pepperoni is a topping, so I will use topping. Pizza, food name, medium is size, 2 is order quantity, pepperoni is topping, pizza is food name. I order a pizza, here also food name, and I get a large, which is size, pepperoni is topping, and pizza is food name. In the utterances, user can use different values for these slots and still the bot will understand. Alright, so I click on Save Intent. Now I'll go back to the intent list. Here, to make any changes in the intent, I can select this intent and then edit the respective component. Also, there is a fallback intent, and this intent can be used when the bot could not match any of the intents that are defined in this list of intents. So fallback intent is like default intent. I will customize that a little bit. So I'll go to initial response and then use the message. Sorry, I could not understand your order. Visit our website for the details of our products and services. So I click on Save Intent. Next I go back to intent list. Here also there are different slot types and their values. I used a Amazon number built-in slot type for the number of pizzas. If you have more slot types or more values, you can add in the slot types, or inside each of the slot types you can add their values. Also here on the left side I can switch to different slot types and check their values, update or add more. So I go back. Two intents are ready. One is the default and the other one is order pizza. Next I have to build this bot and then I will be able to test. If there are any errors, then it will show errors, and the error message will give you a hint about the error and how to or where to fix it. So let's build it. So the build is successful. That means there are no errors. In your build, you might see error if you use a name or character that is not allowed. If there is no space around the slot name in your utterances, or if an item cannot be found, slot values cannot be duplicated. So if you put the value twice, that will create errors and so on. If you see an error, then you will be able to see its detail as well, and then that will describe where the error is and will give you some hint how to fix it. Let's test the bot. So I will type something, can I place an order? And it could recognize that I'm trying to place an order. So it responded, sure, I can help with that. Remember, this was one of the initial response when the bot understands the intent. And then it asks the prompt to get the input for delivery type, and the prompt was delivery or pickup. So I can simply type pickup, or I can type pickup please as defined in utterances. And then it's asking what would you like to order. Now it's basically asking the food name slot value, so I will say pizza. And then it's asking the size slot value, so I will say medium or large. And then it's asking what topping I would like to have with my pizza, so it's asking for the topping slot value. I will say cheese. And then it's asking for the quantity slot value, so I will say 1. Finally, it's asking the confirmation message. Are you sure to order 1 large cheese pizza? So it did pick up all my values for different intents. For example, how many pizza is 1, the size was large, and the topping was cheese, and the food was pizza. So I say yes. Then it says your order has been placed. It will be ready in 20 minutes. Thank you for considering us for the pizza. Okay, I can start another conversation by clicking on the refresh icon. This time I'm gonna say more in my initial intent, and because I defined the variables or slots in my initial intent statement, it will recognize multiple values. So let's say I would like to order 2 medium pepperoni pizza. Remember, I defined a slot for this number, also another slot for this value, and another slot for this value, and another slot for this value. So it is going to recognize all these values for the respective slots, and it is not going to ask for those values because I'm already providing those slot values in one sentence. So press enter. It did not get the slot value whether it's going to be a delivery or pickup, so it is still asking delivery or pickup. So I will say delivery. Now it's directly going to the confirmation message without asking how many pizza, or what would be the topping, or what would be the food. So it's going to the confirmation and asking, are you sure to order 2 medium pepperoni pizza? And I say yes, and then it gives the closing message. Now, because this is a test environment, finally I'm gonna remove all the resources that I am using. the default intent cannot be deleted. Now I go back to slot types and then I will go to bots and then delete all the bots that I created. I have deleted all the resources that I made, and that is the end of this video. I hope you found this video was helpful. If you would like to receive notifications on future videos, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and set up notification by tapping on the bell. Thank you for watching.